Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 3 on the Raznac Realistic Series for Farming Simulator 25. My name is Fury Machine Gaming, and we are on the Judith Montanna map by DJ Money. Welcome, welcome, welcome back, everybody. This is going to be great. As you can see, we played ahead half an hour because I wanted to show you guys where we are at for our statistics. So in 1 hour, we harvested 3.82 acres, which is right on the money, between 3 and 4 acres an hour. So this 20-acre field should take us about 7 hours. And I know that I wanted to do a running clock, but I'm thinking just outside the box a little bit, and I'm thinking that I want to maybe play at least 30 minutes, like do 30 minutes and then come back in 30 minutes or come back in an hour or so on and so forth, especially when we're doing multiple projects like this, just because I think it would be good. But we got to get this combine warmed up. We're standing here talking. Let it warm up, because remember, I have the real damage mod on, so we start that up and take off, and we'll be in trouble. We'll be paying for that. But thank you guys for all the wonderful, amazing, fantastic comments that you guys have been making. I wanted to address a comment directly to Michelle, one of our new family members that I just recently started seeing comments over. She or he or whoever is watching the videos, just because it says Michelle doesn't mean it's a girl or a boy. So I wanted to make that point. But whoever's watching the video, you are 100% right. You nailed the comment. Dairy cows, being a third generation real life farmer myself, and we raise dairy cows, Holsteins. So dairy cows only live to be about 5 to 6, 7 years, maybe 8. We have 2 on the farm that are 10 years old, but they stopped giving milk after about 5 years. Now, beef cows will live 10, 12, 13 years, but they don't usually last that long. And the reason why is because a cow is bred for weight, and they sell them that thing, so generally about the same distance. But thank you for the wonderful comments, and you nailed it, and it was perfect. Also, they commented on about cotton is the most lucrative, and I've never done cotton, so that's awesome. That's what we like to see, and that's great. But I will say one thing: sugarcane is coming close. Now, cotton, I don't know. Like I said, I can't speak for cotton because I've never raised cotton, and I've never harvested it or whatever. But if it sells for a lot, but you get a ton of yield for sugarcane. We found that out on the Wilderness Wildlands series, but we're not here to talk about that series. We're here to talk about this series. As you can see, I went ahead and I added GPS to this because right here, that thing right there, is GPS. And so apparently I've researched it, and the T560i had GPS on it. So we are here to use our GPS. So let's get our cruise control. Make sure that's on. Sorry. When we get up here, as you'll see, we'll start our third. I put in 4 headlings, so we'll start, and we get to, once this is full, we get to sell our first load of grain, which is amazing. So we're right on the money, guys and gals, and whoever's watching this. We're right on the money as far as harvesting hours. You know, in real life, you average between 3 and 5 acres an hour, depending on how fast. Like I said, a field like this that would be generally flat and a little bit more open, I could probably get up to about 5 to 6 acres an hour. But the what allows you to go faster is the bigger header, because with the bigger header, it can process. Oh, I did that again. There we go. Let's get this here. There. With a bigger header, it allows you to process more. There we go. Put that on so I don't lose it. And it allows it to go through. So you can go the fastest I've ever harvested in my entire life, and I've been doing farming for a long, long time, is about 4.5 miles an hour. That's fast as I've ever harvested. But then again, we don't have, like, if you go out Midwest and there's, 2, 3, 400, 500 acre fields, and you're using a 60-foot Mac down header, you're going to go a little bit, you're going to be able to go faster. But, yeah, fields like this, generally 3 to 4 miles an hour. 2 is what we average. We actually average 1.8 miles an hour is what we average on our combine. Now, with beans being a little lighter crop, we will probably average about 3 to 3.5 miles an hour. So, yeah, wheat is an extremely heavy crop, this winter wheat. I love the train. This whole map is amazing. Thank you, Raznac, for showing it. And that's the only reason that it's named after him, is because he's the one that picked it. So we will grab as we get up here, we'll jump out and start our tractor, because we're almost ready to do the grain cart again, and we get to sell our first load of wheat. So let me get this done, and then we're going to zip over to our third number headland. Great. But yeah, thank you guys for doing the comments. It's pretty cool. Like I stated before, I don't have anybody that works for me or things like that. So I just let's see if he corrects himself here. Yeah. But it looks like I did not, when I was harvesting by hand, it didn't look like I did a good job. So hopefully we may have to come back and do that little strip separate, but we're almost full now. But I don't have anybody that works for me or anything like that reads my comments and things like that. I do it all myself. So if you leave 2 or 3 comments on a video, I may not get to them right away, but I will get to them eventually. So that's kind of cool. There, now we're catching up. But we got to come back and do that little strip, because wheat is wheat is wheat, as they say. But that was me harvesting by hand. You know, that's how much you're off. The GPS is exact. So, but for those of you who ask, when you use GPS in real life, you have to put it into the computer over here, and you have to enter it in. Boop, 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 boop. See, we're going 3.9 miles an hour, almost 4. Well, 4 kilometers an hour. I'm sorry. So, I want to get this out now to get this out. And as the auger's coming out, we're going to go right over here. We're going to start this tractor, because remember, we've got to let them warm up. Got to let them cool down. So we're going to start that one, let her warm up, and then we're going to start this other one, because we are going to run down and sell it. Let's get our Fiat warmed up. So we're almost there. We have about 8,000 to fit in that. Let's give it a few seconds here. Then we'll come and afterwards we're going to head down and harvest. Now, the moisture level will also tell you on the swath. It'll tell you how much the moisture is. Withering chance 0. That means perfect. Moisture is 4.2. That's crazy. That's crazy low. That's dry. That's dry. But if you get out here, it gets to be a little bit more green. There we go. 9. That's a little bit better. And as you can see by the yield, when it's that high, you get 375% yield. So, get a lot more yield. All right, let's get in here with this. So we start that. That's why I picked tractors that were slower. Let's straddle this straw. Go. Now, I don't know if AK was talking about that. You see how where it's like stops above the trailer, but then the grain's going in it? I think he's right. I think it's part of, like, that is what I think you're talking about. Like, there's this imaginary just kind of stops. That's Giants. That's something that Giants did. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I like this series. I love teaching. I love doing all that stuff. So, get used to a lot of it. For those of you who are real life farmers and watch this and you already know how things work, just fast forward to a different section and get to the section that, you know, I'm talking about, that sort of thing. So, all right, now let's go here. I have to use my steering wheel because that's what I promised. So let me put that down, get my steering wheel back up. I can use my mouse to turn the camera if I need to. Now, we have to be careful coming in on this railroad tracks here, because remember, we damage the tractor when we run over stuff and hit stuff now, and there is quite a bump here. Because I know the first episode I rewatched it, and I was throwing that trailer everywhere. So, we'll see, we're going to go over this nice and slow, because we definitely don't want to ruin anything, and boy, what a couple of dip there is. Let's get the auger out. Now, this is not going to fit at all. It's only going to fit about 8,000 of this. You want to keep it as even as you can. So we're going to go back here, load that up. And then we're going to come back here. There we go. All right, put the auger back in for now. And jump out here. around. Well, there's a trailer hitch on this thing too. So there we go. Now we get to head down and buy that and pay for this. Or get paid for it, shall we say. This is why I pick slower tractors, guys, because it's a little bit more realistic. Tractors, unless they're, my 8R will go about 30 miles an hour, 32 miles an hour. Unless you're driving the Fendt Vario, then you're not going to get, those kind of speeds there. Sorry, I want to make sure I can hit that. And like we stated, we have traffic turned off, but we're going to still kind of simulate it just so you wouldn't go barreling out on the road. But thank you guys for all the beautiful... I can't emphasize it enough. The wonderful, amazing comments. We could probably try to turn traffic back on again if we wanted, but I get annoyed with it because it doesn't work right. And we're going to go up to the co-op up here, and we're going to sell it. So I think it seems to be working out. We'll keep trying it, and we'll keep tweaking with how many videos we have, because we do want to still move it. Remember, we're going 28-day months at 1x speed. So we do want to continue to move the series, but we also I want to show as realistic as we can. So if I play off camera, the max it will be an hour. So basically every video we're coming back in an hour and a half, or if I do 30 minutes, it'll be every hour. So if we do a game day, it'll be 12 hours. And we'll go from there. But this series is going to be a while. I want to either own the map, or I want to make it a year at 1x speed. So we're almost getting close. Well, we're not really getting close on the Wilderness Wildlands series as well. Also, I wouldn't be going down the road like that. I'd be going down the road like this. This slow tractor and this heavy weight, I'd be going over here, just so traffic can go by me. So if you want, we can try to turn it back on, but the first time I get annoyed with it, guys, it's going to come back off again, okay? We'll try it on, because we don't want to follow traffic rules if there's no traffic on. That doesn't make any sense, does it? No, it doesn't. So we're going to turn traffic back on, and then we'll drive like we're supposed to drive. Now, this tractor does not have a beacons on it. So you would probably drive with your four-ways on for the most part. I don't even know what button it is to use the four-ways, but we're going to stay off the road like this and see as best we can. I do like how the signs fall over and things like that, but I think, getting back to what we were talking about, I think the Wilderness Wildlands series is pretty much going to be self-sufficient now, to where we're harvesting sugarcane and we don't have to do any other seeding or anything like that. So now it's just get the loan off, because we already own the map. We already own that. That's part of it, because we had to buy all the fields, but we already own the forestry area. So we already got the map owned. So now we just got to get that $6.5 million loan paid off, and we'll be good. That's beautiful. Beautiful, aesthetics to this map. Just beautiful. Yep, let's see if he goes by us now. He should pass us on the outside lane. There we go. See that? I love that. So he did it right as far as that goes. So maybe I was a little more premature turning it off, but yeah. I just don't like it when they don't, there's got to be a way, and I'm just thinking this outside the box. There's got to be a way for them to get the traffic to obey traffic laws. For example, stopping at stop signs. If I come out of the co-op up here and they have a stop sign, they should be stopping, not me stopping for them. So That's one car. So we're going to go straight ahead right here. We'll go right around here. City of Moccasin, Montana. Very cool. For those of you who are near Moccasin, Montana, let me know if this is real. This weight is heavy. But now you understand also, if I was doing this in real life by one person, we'd be running this to the silo and dropping it off in the silo. But I want to get out of negative numbers. I want to just, there's no sense in keeping the wheat unless we already have chickens, which we don't have any money to buy chickens. Now what we could do is we could buy the chickens that we wanted to get started with once we sell this. We could do that. Well, we're going to make a lot of money. This is on hard mode, too. Alright, so we head back to the farm. I think we can purchase our first chickens. Why are you standing in front of me? Am I in their walking spline? Boop, disappeared. I hit him. He did. Nope, he's walking through my trailer. What a beautiful map. You know, the Piney Forest map that I'm on as well, doing that, it's just gorgeous. I mean, the one thing I wanted to tell Russell that he... this is yield, so we're going to hit the gas here. Put this up in about gear 11 so we can go our full speed. What I wanted to tell my main man Russell, that is a really good friend of the channel's, that he the one thing, he hasn't pulled the trigger totally on Fs25 yet, and I get it, because there's no maps that, you know, you got to feel the map, you got to feel the game. One thing I'm noticing is the maps that are coming out are absolutely beautiful. There's, I mean, let's face it, there are some duds. We all have those anyways. We've all seen them, but when the maps that are really good, done by, like, you know, DJ modding and things like that, and the realistic maps like the one I'm on, actually I've had really good lucks with maps on Fs25. But look at, I mean, this is super for an American map. This and the other one that Raznac said, the one that he's doing a series on, is absolutely amazing. Set up, you know, super realistic. No trains, no planes, and no automobiles. So now let's do this. Let's buy our first chickens, and we will then we can take the wheat right to the and feed them with it. But I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I should, I don't want to dump it on the ground, but I might dump it in the, there's got to be a bulk place that I can dump it so that I can scoop it out, because I want to use my skid loader to scoop it out. And I hope I got the, I might have to take the skid loader down to the, yeah, that one stayed right close to me. That's pretty cool. I want to scoop it out and dump it into the little thing. That's what we do, but I don't know if they have a bulk place on here to dump it. See, like this. He won't stop. Then again, yeah, he's got a stop sign. He should have stopped. I have a giant billboard outside of my farm too. Ours says steel chainsaws. Faith Family Farms. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So, okay, so the traffic wasn't as bad. Like I said, maybe I was a little premature getting it all set up, but that's okay. So we're gonna go behind this because we don't want this truck. So actually, you know what? We're gonna let him get past us, and we'll come across this way. Actually, we'll leave this right here, and we'll walk across the farm. Because we don't have a trailer to buy the we don't have a trailer to buy the chickens because there's no trailer yet that uses the chickens. So we're gonna have to buy these. I don't know how much we're gonna be able to buy with 6,000. We'll find out here. Hopefully we can buy 100 of them. Let's go down here at 6 months old and see how much we can buy. Oh, we can buy a lot. Start with 100, right? We can go with 100. Okay, now where would I would assume the pallets are here. Okay, now when we get wheat, guys, we can dump it right in here. So why don't we take this trailer back and take what's out of the auger wagon and bring it over here to feed them? I now have to pay attention when I look across the roads and stuff. Super awesome. Put this back down. See if we can get out of the way of clipping our silo here. We should be starting to make some pallets. I don't know about that, but like I said, it's not going to make us any eggs or anything real quick because we are only playing 1x speed. Now, I want to see if I can go around this way. We've always gone the other way, but I wonder if I can get around this way, or is it blocked off? I think we can get around here, but I don't know. The door opens on that one. Boom. That's the sound you get used to hearing. That's 8,000 liters. That'll be enough to feed our chickens for a while. We're going to have to find, when we go over there, we're going to have to find a spot to dump it. And I don't think I have a... Let's see here. Let's see. Do I have a bucket? I have the skid loader. Yeah, so I have a pallet fork. I don't have a bucket. Okay, so I don't think we have enough to buy a bucket here. Not just yet. No. Well, that one's 4,000. Yeah, that one tips over. That one tips over. That one tips over. Yeah, anything over the certain amount. So we don't have enough to buy a bucket yet. So we're going to have to just dump it right in for right now. Like I said, we have to be very careful here because this thing will bounce you to heaven. Trust me, I came across that thing going super fast last time, and it bounced it off, and it took off like $5,000. It was ridiculous, so I want to be careful of that. So, all right, so now let's go back over here, and let's go feed our chickens. Now, as soon as we sell the next load, we're going to leave that door open. We're going to be jumping out here in a minute. We got to feed them this first time. After that, we should be able to afford a bucket. We need $4,000 to a bucket. So we're going to get a decent yield. Where could we dump this? Let's see. I don't want to dump it on the ground. I know we could put it in the silo and then get it out of the silo with the bucket. But, yeah, for right now, I'm just going to dump this in. It's not very realistic because you wouldn't feed your animals that way. You'd feed them with an implement or a bale or anything like that. Pallet of wheat. Oh, I like how far you can see down the street. Might not even work from this. Might hit it. Alright, so let's now go to our chickens. Alright. Chicken. Alright, so it holds a lot of chickens. It holds 500, I think, and we only have 8 worth of food. So that's good, though. I like how they're all over the yard. So, ooh, beep, 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 beep. Get out of the way. Oop. So we dodge the chickens. That's pretty cool. There we go. So we got our chickens and we fed them on day number 3. Or not day number 3. Hour number 3. We're going to get a big yield out of this. So I think we'll sell one and then we'll put another one in the chickens. Just because I want to buy a bucket, because I think next, after that, I think I'll dump it in the silo where it belongs and then get it out of the silo with, oh, look, sugarcane. Right? Is that sugarcane or corn? Corn. I just got done doing sugarcane and it looks just like it. So, that's pretty cool. All right, so we'll keep this here now. Let that run for a few minutes and we'll come and shut this auger wagon off because we won't need it again. Not for the rest of the episode. And then this thing's been running a while, so... There we go, third headland. And we're starting now. So we've taken 3 loads out of here. There we go. 3 loads out of here, so we've gotten 30,000 liters off this already. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. So, but yeah, we're doing well. We're really doing well. I love the aesthetics of this map. I love the feel of this map. Just going to be slow going. You know, when you're used to going... You know, the speed we're going 1 day months on the Wilderness Wildlands series, this seems slow, but it's great because you can actually talk about stuff. You can kind of relax about stuff. You got 30 minutes, so instead of 20 minutes being super quick video, you've got 30 minutes. So you can do a few more things. Like I said, we finished harvesting, we emptied it out, we sent it down, we sold it, we bought our chickens, we filled them up. We've done quite a bit on this episode already in 30 minutes. So, all right, on that note, we're going to wrap this up, and then we go over what we're going to do next time, and that's it. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when free each episode video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all. We will be right back here tomorrow with another Wilderness Wildlands series. Thank you for all of that you do for us, all of us family members. Okay, so we will play ahead until 9 o'clock, and I'll keep harvesting and keep emptying. When we come back, we'll get where we need to go. So on that note, guys, get out of here, and I'll catch you on the next one.